Hi guys, it's Heather, and I'm going to answer some questions that a lot of people have been asking me on Instagram. So I just told everybody to send some questions to me, and based on my experience and on the research that I've done, I will give you answers, especially for the person who's new getting into fitness. Obviously there's science, and some things are true and that's the way it is, and also science is always changing, so there's always experiments. Like, a lot of people have different ways to go about getting competition ready, and a lot of those ways do work, but usually when you're too extreme on either end, that's where it's a little nuts. Like, usually if you're somewhere in the middle, that's what will work the best for almost everybody. So, and everyone's different, so but I will share to the best of my ability what I find that works and what I've shared with other people, and it seems to work for them as well. So, the first question was, how much time do I spend lifting versus doing cardio? I know quite a few people who do cardio every single day, and they do it for 45 minutes to an hour, and they might lift only a couple days a week, or even if they lift daily and they can't lose weight, and they're already eating no carbs or whatever. I think that is a situation that you do not want to be in. Like, if you are in that situation and you're listening to this, I would slowly maybe decrease your cardio, maybe take 10 minutes off for a week. See if your body stays the same. If you don't gain weight, slowly decrease again. Or maybe take one day off, and slowly try to take days off. So the answer to this question for myself, in the off season, I do zero cardio. My cardio is from lifting weights. I lift heavy, and trust me, my heart gets going and I sweat. If I want to get a circuit in where I have 30 seconds to a minute between, like a rest period between sets, that really, really is like cardio. So I try to get my body where it's not used to cardio in the off season, so that when I do cut, I can start doing like 20 minutes of cardio, and it'll make a huge difference and make me start to lose fat. So I do about 45 minutes to an hour of weightlifting, usually about 5 or 6 days a week in the off season with zero cardio. And then for my show that I'm prepping for right now, I'm 3 weeks out, I'm lifting 6 to 7 days a week, but I have it at a point where I'm recovering. Like, I have every body group where I feel completely rested. If I don't, then I'll take that day off. My cardio started 2 days at like 20 minutes. And then throughout the weeks, I've added like a day here and there. I'm still not doing cardio every day. I'm not even doing it 6 days a week. So that's my answer for that. If you're already doing a crap ton of cardio and you're not even trying to do a show, I would get your body used to just keeping your body weight without having to do cardio to maintain body weight. That way you have something to work with when you do want to lose fat. Next question. Intermittent fasting, and what do I think about it? I've never tried to do it. I've heard of people doing it. I, hate starving, and I love food, so it's hard enough for me to wait 2 to 3 hours to eat. I would not want to do that. The whole thought behind it is, in the fasted state, your body produces more growth hormone, so it helps you build muscle, and more fat when you're fasting is used for energy sources, since that your glycogen stores are already low, that you're going to tap into just fat burning. I don't believe that is not true. If you look in any science book, there's almost 0% of the time where you're burning 100% of your energy is coming from fat. You're always burning carbs. If there's no carbs, then you're going to tap into protein as well. It's not going to be 100% fat. So I think for a bodybuilder, it's probably not a good strategy, because you're going to yeah, you'll burn fat, but you're going to tap into your muscle as well. If you're just trying to lose weight, it may work, you know. As far as producing more growth hormone and building muscle, I don't think that's true. If anyone's heard of the Krebs cycle, you actually need carbs. The Krebs cycle is used, and it's how you break down fat and get energy. But carbs are needed for the Krebs cycle to run efficiently. So without carbs, there's a saying that says, fat burns in a carb fire, or something like that. So with carbs present, you can actually burn fat more efficiently than when you have zero carbs present. Yeah, you'll burn fat, but at the rate, it's not necessary to have zero carbs and be sluggish and not be happy and be grouchy. You know, that's my take on it. I think it could work for fat loss. I think it does work for fat loss or for weight loss, because you will lose muscle as well. That's weight. But for bodybuilding, I don't recommend it. Recommended supplements for fat loss. I don't really recommend like fat burners or anything. Yeah, I've taken them before pretty much. If I was starving and I was already drinking like a gallon of water and I was still starving, I took them before to try to make me not so hungry. And mind you, I don't starve myself. I still eat more than your average American. But compared to how high I get my calories in the off season when I'm cutting, I feel like I'm starving, even though I'm eating 6 meals a day and they're decent, you know what I mean? But it's crazy, you know, if you really work on getting your calories up in the off season, you can still eat a lot of food and burn fat and get lean. So I do recommend branched chain amino acids during your workout or before or after. I usually like them during it in my water. That way you have a protective barrier around your muscle if you do get low on your glycogen. I do like whey protein. It's fun making different yummy dishes with whey protein. And then beta-alanine is really nice because it gives a good energy, like a punch of energy maybe in your pre-workout. But for supplements, that's pretty much what I take. Oh, and creatine. I love creatine. It's not so much for fat loss, but it really gives you some strength and some pump when you're lifting, and it increases your strength. So, you know, if you're trying to build muscle, that's always a good thing. Another person asked, how far before a show do you cut artificial sweeteners? Last year, I cut them out a week before, and I believe my coach now does the same thing. I keep a variety in my diet, but I do stick to my macros, and the whole like clean eating thing, like I don't eat fried food and I don't eat gluten because I have gluten sensitivity and it just gives me a stomach ache and breaks my face out, so I don't eat it. But if you can eat a variety of things to keep you from binging and keep you from like going nuts and sticking to your macros, you'll still lose weight. If you look a little bloated, that's something that goes away in a couple days when you eliminate like the artificial sweeteners. Your body knows fat, carbs, and protein. It doesn't know like how it's getting it, you know what I mean? Usually the fried foods and all that are loaded with either sugar or whatever, and you know, sugar is going to spike your insulin. I don't think that eating a variety should be full of insulin spiking foods. I think it should be you know, high in fiber and everything to keep your blood sugar level. So the answer to that is a week before your show, maybe 4 days at you know, last minute. I notice for me it takes about 3 days to get bloat out of my body. But that's it for the questions. I have a few more, but this video is getting a little bit long, so I will do another video and post it soon with the rest of the questions. I hope you guys have a great day, and if you have any more questions, go ahead and comment below. Thanks.